Right, hello guys. I'm just gonna sort this night vision out, just bear with me. There we go. It's either too bright or there's not enough night vision. So Abbey House in Leeds is where Carl and myself are now. It's still daylight outside, but we've turned all the lights off now. So it's been a while since we've actually been here, either on events or doing these shorts. So I kind of forget what's happened now because we've done so much over the years. So I'm just going to treat this as though I've never been before, even though I have. I just can't remember the things that have happened. If you follow that and if any of that makes sense. It's dark. I've got my torch. We'll turn the camera around now. We'll put some more night vision in there now. So just so you know, we're actually in the street. Through that door is the outside world. You can see daylight coming in. And you will hear traffic. I can't remember what takes us where now because I haven't been round. I've never been in this room before. There's a lift there which I never knew about. I never knew there was a staircase there because I've just never seen it, so there we go. It must be offices or something up there. Yeah, I do apologise for any sound of my boots. I've got cowboy boots on, so they might make a bit of a clunking sound, so I'm just pre-warning you folks, that's all. Okay, I'll try and be as quiet as I possibly can when walking round. Oh, may as well ask out then, hadn't we, Stuart? What do you reckon? Yep, I think that's a good idea. Well, what should we ask out for? Well, just do what you normally do and just hope for the best. I've just turned my torch off there. Put the camera down on the bar just so it's not wobbling around, that's all. Is there anybody here? Anybody in this shop area? Full of antiques as far as the eye can see. If there is anybody here in this shop, or this makeshift shop, could you please make yourself be known to me? My name's Stuart. I have been here before, but it's been a long time, I'll admit. If there's any men or women or even any children present, could you please I don't know what that sound was then. That was me, I just banged that drum. I'll tell you what, why don't we just go and have a look and I'll tell you what I think I heard. It sounded like metal being banged, like a blacksmith banging on an anvil is what that sounded like. There was two clonks, and I'm going to be completely honest, there probably is an anvil or three not far from where I am now because of the sheer nature of the buildings that we're in. So I'm sure there is a blacksmith. Ah, there you go. Yeah, there's bound to be something in here. Is this a blacksmith shop? No, it's a living room of some description. I thought it was them having that horseshoe there, but there is going to be something round here. Right, there's all kinds of implements in here that make tobacco pipes, okay? But I'm not saying it's paranormal, alright? I'm not doing that. I'm not going down that road of every noise we hear, it has to be a ghost. Because it isn't, I'm just saying there was 2 crashes of metal hitting metal and it sounded like an anvil. The camera will pick up outside influences, i.e. noises, okay? There's a whole world going on outside there. If that was you making that sound, if there is a blacksmith present here now, and you are doing your work, maybe you're making horseshoes, or you're making some kind of implement, you're fashioning knives, blades, horseshoes, anything. You could be making tools. If that's the case, could you please bang a bit harder so I can hear you? I want to know if that was you I heard then. I'd love to hear that again, I truly would. I'm going to go back to that room. I know there's a lot more area to cover, but I'm going to go back to where we heard it, just to see on the off chance that lightning might strike twice. So I'll have to turn the camera around so I can see where I'm going, because I literally cannot see a thing. It's pitch black. If I put my hand over the cover, that's what I'm seeing without night vision, okay? So I'm turning the viewfinder around just so I can navigate myself round these old cobbled streets of Leeds. I just heard something down there. I don't know what it was. I heard something, but we will forget that. All right. Some people might think I'm wasting my time coming back here and putting the camera back on, but you have to try these things, people. You truly do, because if you don't, you're never going to know. Sometimes just asking out or just talking in general allows them in the spirit world to get used to whoever's here. You've got to remember, everyone, that I'm a guest here. This is where they'll live. So we kind of have to treat it as such, don't we? I'm trying to look for an anvil. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, they're irons. There will be 1 or 2 kicking about there, I'm sure. Okay. To any men or women and children, anyone who's working here right now in this beautiful building, can you please show yourself to me? Just a sign, or maybe a light anomaly. It's really dark here now. I do have a torch, but I'm not going to put that on at the moment. Come and talk to me or touch me in some way, so I know you're definitely here. I believe you're here 150%, I surely do, but I believe that I have to say certain things in a certain manner in order for you in the spirit world to come out and come and greet me and to say, hey, we're here. and I just want to say that I'm not here to disrespect you in any... Thank you so much for that. There you go. We've just heard it again. Bang, bang. Now there's no point in me going out there because we're not going to see. But we will do, just so you know there's no one out there. What I'm saying is there's no point in me going out here because we're not going to see someone working, are we? Thank you so much for that. That is much appreciated. You didn't have to do that, but that just proves a point that you are here. And it doesn't feel threatening in any way, shape or form, this. It's actually quite a pleasant experience. It's not a poltergeist thing. It's nothing like that at all. So let's have a walk around then, Stuart. Just take your time. These are the boots I'm wearing, just in case you're wondering what the noise is. Alright? I like me cowboy boots. That's what I'm wearing, folks. But the reason I'm showing you that is because we're on these cobbles. Alright? So, they do make a sound. So I do apologise in advance. I have already said that before. So let's just have a wander down here. If there are any children here, would you like to come and play with me? I'd love to sing you a nursery rhyme. The only trouble with that, kids, I can't sing. Alright? I'd embarrass myself, no end. I do have an image to uphold, and that will fall flat on its face as soon as I open my mouth, so we won't sing, I'll just talk instead. Alright people, you just heard, it sounded like a chair. We've got two chairs there. I don't need to point them out, you can see them. It sounded like it lifted up on one leg and crashed back down again. But it didn't, if that makes sense. It didn't happen, but it did. Let me put this down on the ground and I'll explain exactly what I'm talking about. It might be kind of... that's it, okay. I'm going to do this personally now, okay? I'm going to move this chair. See that there? That's what we heard. I'm going to let go of it now. It wasn't as loud as that. But that is what we've just heard. Just the once. Let's try again, if I can make it a bit quieter. That's it. That is what we've just heard. Now I'm not saying, and please don't quote me on this, everyone at home watching this, I'm not saying that particular chair or the other chair next to it actually lifted up on one leg and dropped down on the other. I'm merely saying I've just recreated the sound that we've just heard together, alright? it just so happened that those chairs were present. So thank you so much, whoever you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's too loud, that. I'll leave it at that. But that's what we heard. Thank you so much for what you've just done. I appreciate it so much, I truly do. Like I say, you don't have to do anything. I'm just here on the off chance that you may do something, okay? That's two. The chair, the anvil that we heard from in there, and there was another noise that I'm not quite sure about, so we'll call it two things so far that we've heard. And we've not even been round yet. As I stand here now, the temperature is quite warm, but there's a coldness around my face. It's almost like something is circling around me. It's not as cold as air conditioning, it's a little bit warmer. But I can feel it, but I can't see anything. Thank you so much, whoever you are. I don't know if there's women, men or children. There might be a mixture. I honestly don't know. I'm just guessing. But I definitely know there is someone here now. And we've just heard a sound of giggling coming from somewhere. Sounded like children giggling away. I don't know what direction it came from. It wouldn't have come from in here, no, I do know. That takes us back out to the street. Don't know if it didn't come from in here. But nevertheless, we've got the sound of a child or two children, if you like, just giggling. And it wasn't an outside influence, that was an inside thing going on that, so there we have it. I'm just trying to balance the camera. I just want to say to any spirits here now, I just want to say a big thank you for what you've done, alright? You've gone over and above. You've gone the extra mile, that's for sure. I'm trying to be as polite and courteous as I possibly can towards you. I'm not here to make fun of you in any way or to show you any disrespect. But my name's Stuart and I've travelled from Manchester. I'm 49 years of age and my job here basically is to try and see if there are any ghosts. You might not be aware that you are a ghost. When we die, we pass over to the other side. At some point in space and time, if we're lucky enough, we come back as another form, if you like, another entity. I don't know if everyone does, but I guess some do, that we do know. I can feel it, this coldness now, I can feel it. Thank you. I'm not saying there's someone with me now, I'm truly not, I'm not going down that road, but there's a cold breeze around my face. And it's so warm in here. But on the off chance that is a spirit, I just want to say thank you so much. If I could find your hand, I'd shake it for you right now, I really would. And if there's anything at all I can do for you, you've only got to let me know some way, because I know you're not going to physically talk to me. But the year we're in now is 2023. I bet you've never even heard of that date before. I'm sure you've never even thought about that date. I don't know what date you passed away, but we're in 2023. And the month is June. And that cold spell now, it's evaporated, it's gone, it's dissipated now, it's no more. But I've not heard anything since. That's amazing, that is good. Dead happy with that. You see, the person who, or the persons, the people who manufactured this this cart, are they still around? Are they still around in spirit form? Did they come back and visit this? Who knows? If this could talk, eh? I bet this has seen a few wet, cold, foggy, snowy mornings, hasn't it? On the streets of Leeds. Yeah, this would have been pulled by a horse at some point. I just hope, fingers crossed, that everyone at home watching this has heard what I've heard, because I can hear it okay, but it's whether the camera picks everything up also is the thing. Maybe you may have to listen to it back with your earphones in, and I often say that to a lot of people, you know, when they record stuff on their mobile phones or iPads. Always listen to things back with your earphones in, because it's direct sound. You hear it for what it actually is, versus holding your phone up or a tablet to your ear. Yeah. But I've thoroughly enjoyed that, really enjoyed that. And to be honest, I didn't really have to do anything. They've just done it for us. Thank you very much for everything you've done. I'd like to, yeah, well, I don't know who you are in all fairness. I can't see you. If I was to stand here and say, right kids, thanks very much, I'd be lying, wouldn't I? Because they've not said who they are, they've not shown themselves to me. But we do know that, you know, things did go bump in the night. Yeah. Any noises you can hear in the background are people on the other side, outside. Alright, that's what we're hearing now. So, but it's, when you're doing stuff like this, when you're ghost hunting, a lot of people aren't aware of, you know, I'm no expert. I'm one of these people, if you do something long enough, you become good at it. Alright, I'm not going to stand there and say I'm an expert, because I'm truly not. There's probably other people out there who know more about this field than I do. Okay? I've just learnt a few things over time. But if you've got the opportunity to go off by yourself and talk to them, like I've been talking to them, talking to you at home, at some point in the game, they're going to reply back. And you've got to talk to them like they're already with us. Believe here that they're out there already. All right? But if you just sit back and fold your arms and think, no, it's a load of old shit, nothing's going to happen. Oh, nothing will happen, will it? That's called the power of positive thinking. If you can already see it in your mind's eye and believe it, it's going to happen. That's a fact. Especially in this game. Yeah, the trouble is people watch Most Haunted and they think, right, we'll go on an event and it'll all be kicking off straight away. But what you don't realise, hours and hours and hours of stuff, that doesn't happen. That have to get edited out, and you're just seeing the bits that do happen. And that's the same with this. When I go off on my own, it all takes time. So we've learnt, when you're on your own, talk to them like they're already here. And things may happen a lot quicker. You'll get bits and pieces. But the longer you're doing it in the day, the more you're going to get back. But yeah, I hope you've understood that anyway, and I hope that helps in some small way. This isn't a scary place, and it's not one of those locations that requires you to go in there with both feet kicking and screaming and swearing at them, because they don't deserve that. In the prisons, that's okay, because that's a language they do understand. Alright, well, love you and leave you folks, and thank you for watching. I'll catch you soon.